the hidden danger in your veggies. After 60. What every senior needs to know. What if I told you that some of the vegetables you've trusted your whole life, the very ones you believed were keeping you healthy, might actually be working against you after age 60? Now, I know that sounds surprising. After all, eat your veggies is a message we've heard since kindergarten, and it's true. Vegetables are essential. But here's the twist. After we cross that 60-year mark, our bodies change. Drastically, nutrient absorption slows down. Circulation becomes sluggish. Low-grade inflammation creeps in quietly like rust in an old engine. And suddenly, some vegetables that used to serve us well start doing subtle harm. In the world of senior health, it's not just about what you eat. It's about what your body can handle now. Some veggies, though packed with vitamins, can spike blood sugar, trigger joint pain, or even fog your memory, especially when your system is already more sensitive. Now, this isn't a call to fear food. It's a call to wisdom, to pay attention, to listen to your body. In this video, we're going to explore 5 vegetables seniors should avoid, and more importantly, 5 vegetables that can protect your joints, sharpen your mind, and help you move through life with strength and clarity. Because aging doesn't mean decline, it means adjustment, tiny shifts that make a world of difference. So, if you're ready to take charge of your health, not with pills, but with your plate, then stay with me. You might just discover that one small change in your kitchen can lead to a big shift in how you walk, think, and feel every single day. Let's dive in. 5 vegetables seniors should avoid after 60. Protect your joints, brain, and circulation. #5 white potatoes, the comfort food that could be draining your strength. Let's start with one of the most beloved staples on the American dinner table. White potatoes. Mashed, baked, or fried, they've comforted generations. But here's the catch. After the age of 60, comfort food doesn't always mean comfort for the body. You see, white potatoes have a very high glycemic index, which means they spike your blood sugar almost as fast as candy. And for seniors, that matters more than ever. When blood sugar swings like a pendulum, your circulation suffers, your joints get inflamed, and the tiny blood vessels in your legs and brain begin to weaken. Over time, this can mean cold feet, tingling, poor balance, or even mental fog. Take Harold, a 72-year-old retired truck driver. Every night, mashed potatoes were his ritual, warm, creamy, familiar, but soon his knees grew stiff, his feet turned numb, and he dreaded stairs. Just aging, he thought. Until a simple dietary review showed the real culprit. The white potatoes, especially when paired with cream and butter, were silently fueling inflammation in his body. Once, he swapped them for lightly steamed broccoli. Something amazing happened. Within 2 weeks, he felt more stable on his feet, clearer in his mind, and even lighter in spirit. Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy potatoes again, but after 60, every bite matters. That's the truth about senior health. It's not about strict diets, it's about smart decisions. So next time you're scooping mashed potatoes onto your plate, ask yourself, is this helping me move forward or holding me back? Stay tuned. #4 is even more surprising, and you just might have it in your fridge right now. #4, eggplant, the silent joint irritant hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk about a vegetable that's as beautiful as it is deceiving. The eggplant. That shiny purple skin, the soft texture when roasted, it looks harmless, even healthy. But for many seniors, especially those dealing with arthritis, stiff joints, or nerve sensitivity, eggplant might be doing more harm than good. Why? It all comes down to a natural compound called solanine, found in all nightshade vegetables, including white potatoes and tomatoes. Solanine acts like a natural insect repellent for plants. But in the human body, especially after 60, it can quietly fuel low-grade inflammation. You don't feel it immediately. There's no big dramatic reaction, just a little more stiffness each morning, a little more swelling in your knees, a growing hesitation to climb the stairs. Let me tell you about Ellen, a 67-year-old retired teacher. She loved cooking Mediterranean dishes, and eggplant parmesan was her signature. But over time, she started waking up with aching hips and a weird sense of heaviness in her legs. She blamed it on just aging. But when she paused nightshades for 2 weeks, something shifted. Her steps got lighter. She could stretch further in yoga class. The connection between her brain and body felt sharper. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. You don't have to quit all nightshades forever, But if you're noticing joint stiffness, balance issues, or nerve sensitivity, try cutting back on eggplant for a couple of weeks. Watch what happens. Sometimes the smallest adjustments bring the biggest relief. Coming up next, vegetable hash 3. It's crunchy, colorful, and found in nearly every salad. Yet it may be disrupting your digestion and putting pressure on your joints. Hash 3. Green bell peppers. Crunchy, colorful, but hard on aging digestion. Green bell peppers. They're in your salad, your stir-fry, maybe even your morning omelet. Bright, fresh, and seemingly innocent. But if you're over 60, your body might not be handling them as easily as you think. Here's why. Green bell peppers are loaded with lectins, a type of plant protein that, in small amounts, can irritate the gut lining. For younger folks, this isn't always a big deal. But for seniors, the digestive system slows down, and that same gut wall becomes more vulnerable. These lectins can poke microscopic holes in your intestines, triggering what's known as leaky gut, a low-grade silent inflammation that spreads to your joints, your nerves, and even your brain. For Linda, a 70-year-old artist who always prioritized healthy eating, bell peppers were a go-to. But she noticed bloating after meals, sore ankles in the morning, and this fuzzy, hard-to-pin-down brain fog. Her doctor couldn't find anything serious. But after eliminating green peppers for just 3 weeks, the swelling went down. She was back to walking her dog in the park, and she said her mind felt clean again. Here's the surprising part. Green peppers are just unripe versions of red, orange, and yellow peppers. And while they look similar, they're not as rich in antioxidants and actually contain more lectins. So if you love peppers, just make the switch. Choose the colorful, ripe ones. Your gut, joints, and brain will thank you. Still with me? Great. Because next up, we're getting into a vegetable you've likely eaten your whole life, especially mashed or fried. But after 60, it may be quietly weakening your circulation and joint health. Let's talk about the surprising truth behind vegetable hash 2. Hash 2, raw cabbage, the hidden culprit behind bloating and joint stiffness in seniors. It might surprise you, but raw cabbage, that crunchy staple in salads and coleslaws, can be a hidden troublemaker for many seniors. Let me tell you about Helen, 67, who loved making fresh cabbage slaw with every meal. It felt light, crisp, and healthy. But over time, she began noticing unusual bloating, tightness around her abdomen, and even a strange sense of fatigue after meals. At first, she blamed it on aging. But when her nutritionist asked her to cut raw cabbage for 2 weeks, the results were stunning. Her digestion improved, her bloating disappeared, and her joint pain even lessened. So what's going on? Raw cabbage contains raffinose, a complex sugar that's incredibly hard to digest, especially as we age and stomach acid production decreases. This sugar ferments in the gut, causing gas, pressure, and low-grade inflammation. For many older adults, that inflammation doesn't just stay in the gut. It travels through the bloodstream, triggering stiffness in joints and slowing circulation. Worse still, for people with hypothyroidism, cabbage in large amounts can suppress thyroid function, making you feel sluggish and cold. 2 things you definitely don't want more of after 60. Does this mean cabbage is bad? Not at all. But how you prepare it matters deeply. Steamed, lightly sautéed, or fermented cabbage, like sauerkraut, can still offer benefits without the painful side effects. It's all about working with your body, not against it. Next up, we'll uncover the hash 1 vegetable that seems healthy, but may be the most silently destructive for your circulation and balance. Don't miss it. Hash 1. Corn, the sweet saboteur of senior health. Now, let's talk about a vegetable that wears a mask of sweetness, but underneath, it may be quietly undermining your senior health every single day. I'm talking about corn. You see, corn is everywhere, on your plate, in your salad, hidden in processed foods. It's sweet, comforting, and often considered harmless. But here's the reality: corn is one of the highest glycemic vegetables you can eat. That means it spikes your blood sugar fast. And as we age, our bodies become less efficient at handling those spikes. High blood sugar leads to chronic inflammation. That inflammation targets your joints, your blood vessels, and your nerves. You might not feel it overnight, but over time it's what causes numb legs, poor circulation, and even memory fog. Take Donna, a 68-year-old retired teacher. She loved her sweet corn casserole every weekend. But over the years, She started waking up with swollen ankles and couldn't concentrate during her morning crossword puzzles. After cutting back on corn and switching to fiber-rich veggies, she noticed her ankles were less puffy and her thoughts sharper. It's not just about what corn lacks, it's about what it crowds out. By eating too much corn, you're missing out on vegetables that support circulation, mobility, and brain clarity, the true champions of senior vitality. So, the next time you're offered that buttered corn side dish, pause. Ask yourself, is this fueling the body I want to live in? Or quietly dragging it down? Up next, let's talk about the veggies that do the exact opposite, nourishing your joints, mind, and movement with every bite. Coming up next, the top 5 vegetables to eat after 60. Foods that nourish your joints, boost your memory, and support the kind of graceful aging we all deserve. Let's turn the tide, one bite at a time. Top 5 vegetables seniors should eat daily for stronger joints, sharper memory, and better circulation. #5. Carrots, the crunchy key to balance and brain power. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw a carrot and thought, this could help me stay independent? Probably never, right? But that humble orange stick might just be the secret weapon your legs and brain have been waiting for. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, an essential nutrient that does much more than help you see in the dark. For seniors, it protects against macular degeneration, a condition that can make reading, driving, or recognizing faces more difficult. And losing your eyesight even slightly can chip away at your confidence little by little. But there's more. Carrots also strengthen your neurovascular system. In simple terms, they help your brain talk to your legs. That means better balance, fewer stumbles, and a stronger sense of safety when walking upstairs, curbs, or uneven ground. You walk steadier. You move with more confidence. And here's something people don't talk about enough. Vitamin A also boosts your immune system, which weakens naturally after 60. So with every crunchy bite, you're not just protecting your eyes and legs, you're defending your entire body. Carrots are affordable, available year-round, and incredibly easy to prepare. Whether you steam them, roast them with a little olive oil, or toss them into a soup, you're feeding your independence one orange bite at a time. Coming up next, a vegetable that's not only delicious, but can literally power up your blood flow and reduce joint pain. Stay with me. #4. Broccoli, the silent protector of senior health. Now, broccoli might not be the flashiest vegetable in the fridge, but don't let its humble look fool you. This green giant is a quiet warrior when it comes to protecting your joints, brain, and circulation, especially after 60. Broccoli is packed with a compound called sulforaphane, which is like nature's internal cleanup crew. It fights off inflammation, that sneaky force behind stiff knees, brain fog, and sluggish blood flow. If you've ever felt tired for no reason, struggled to get up from a chair, or forgotten why you walked into a room, chances are inflammation is part of the story. But there's more to this vegetable than just anti-inflammatory powers. Broccoli is rich in vitamin K, calcium, and fiber, nutrients that support bone strength, arterial flexibility, and healthy digestion. All of these contribute to one thing seniors value most: the ability to move freely without pain or fear of falling. Let me tell you about Harold, a retired truck driver. At 72, he was eating mashed potatoes every night, until he swapped them out for a cup of steamed broccoli. Within 2 weeks, his knees felt more stable, his legs less swollen, and, in his own words, the stairs stopped scaring me. So yes, broccoli may not look exciting, but what it does inside your body is nothing short of transformational. It's not just a side dish, it's a shield. Coming up next, a leafy green that supercharges your circulation and reconnects your brain to your legs like flipping on a light switch. #3. Spinach, the green engine behind brain power and blood flow. Spinach isn't just good for your muscles like Popeye used to say, it's a powerhouse for senior health, especially when it comes to circulation, reflexes, and memory. This leafy green is rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels, increases oxygen flow, and improves how your muscles and brain communicate. That's crucial after 60, when poor circulation can lead to cold feet, balance issues, and even falls. Think about it. Most seniors don't fall because they're weak. They fall because the brain signal doesn't reach the legs fast enough. Spinach helps keep that signal strong. It also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that support eye health and help prevent macular degeneration, a common issue as we age. Losing vision isn't just an inconvenience. It affects your confidence to walk, drive, and stay connected to the world. Spinach helps preserve that independence. And the bonus? Vitamin K, magnesium, and folate in spinach promote strong bones, nerve health, and emotional stability, a full-spectrum support system for aging gracefully. Just one handful a day, blended into a smoothie, sautéed lightly in olive oil, or added raw to your salad, can make a noticeable difference. Seniors who eat spinach regularly report more steady steps, fewer moments of fogginess, and a greater sense of energy. So if you're serious about keeping your brain sharp and your body responsive, don't skip the greens. Spinach might be soft and leafy, but what it does for your health is mighty. Coming up, a crunchy root that lights up your vision, nerves, and balance all at once. #2, red cabbage, the deep purple powerhouse for senior health. You might walk right past it in the grocery store. Deep purple, tightly packed, and sitting quietly in the produce aisle. But don't underestimate red cabbage. This humble veggie is one of the most overlooked allies for senior health. Why? Because red cabbage is packed with anthocyanins, the same powerful antioxidants that give blueberries their brain-boosting superpowers. These compounds have been linked to better memory, improved blood flow, and even reduced joint stiffness. Unlike some greens, red cabbage also contains vitamin K, fiber, and sulfur compounds, which support both bone density and detoxification. It helps reduce inflammation not just in your knees or hips, but throughout your cardiovascular system and brain. Let me tell you about Ray, a 70-year-old jazz drummer from New Orleans. He started eating red cabbage slaw 3 times a week, raw, crunchy, tossed with olive oil and lemon. A month in, he noticed his fingers were less stiff, his legs felt lighter during long gigs, and, most surprising of all, his mood had lifted. "I feel clearer," he told me, "like I tuned up my body." Red cabbage isn't exotic or expensive. It's affordable, stores well, and adds a vibrant crunch to almost any dish. And unlike lettuce, it holds its nutrients when lightly cooked. Perfect for stir-fries, soups, or even as a side to your morning eggs. So if you're over 60 and looking to fuel your memory, joints, and circulation, don't just think green, think deep purple. Up next, we'll reveal the #1 vegetable that's quietly transforming the way seniors move, think, and feel, one bite at a time. #1. Beets, nature's circulation booster for senior health. If there's one vegetable that deserves a standing ovation in the world of senior health, it's the beet. Earthy, bold, beautiful, and honestly, one of the most powerful foods you can eat after 60. You see, as we age, one of the biggest hidden threats isn't just stiff joints or memory lapses, it's poor circulation. And poor circulation quietly affects everything: your energy, your legs, your brain. That's where beets come in. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide in your body, a compound that widens blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and gets oxygen moving again. More oxygen means more clarity, better balance, stronger muscles, and less fatigue. I remember Marie, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Minnesota. She was struggling with heavy legs and brain fog in the afternoons. Her doctor mentioned supplements, but instead, she started adding roasted beets to her lunch every other day. Nothing fancy, just olive oil, sea salt, and a little lemon. Within 2 weeks, she noticed something subtle but powerful. Her afternoon walks got easier, her thinking was sharper, and for the first time in months, she felt awake. Science backs it up. Studies show beet juice improves endurance, reaction time, and blood flow in older adults. But here's the kicker. It's also delicious. Add it roasted to a salad, blend it into a smoothie, or try it pickled. Your heart, brain, and legs will thank you. In a world filled with overhyped superfoods, beets are quietly doing the work, restoring vitality, one serving at a time. So if you want to feel stronger, clearer, and more energized without reaching for a pill, start with beets. Because the best medicine for aging still grows in the ground. The final message: your body still listens. So, we've come a long way together, through surprising truths, misunderstood vegetables, and everyday foods that quietly shape our strength. And now, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with something that's more than just advice. It's a reminder. Your body, no matter its age, is still listening. Every bite you take, is a signal. Every choice you make, whether it's ditching the potatoes or embracing spinach, is a whisper to your body saying, I still care, I'm still here. You see, aging isn't about fading away. It's about learning to fuel yourself differently. What worked at the 30th of May not serve you at 70. But that doesn't mean your best days are behind you. In fact, for many people, life becomes clearer, deeper, more intentional. The aches, the stiffness, the slower steps, they're not your destiny. They're just messages. And now, you know how to respond. Eat wisely, move gently, rest fully, and above all, stay curious about your own healing. That's the heart of senior health. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to comment below. Which vegetable are you saying goodbye to? Which one are you inviting in? And don't forget, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a chance to nourish your body, sharpen your mind, and reclaim your independence. Because aging isn't the end of the story. Sometimes it's the first chapter you get to write your way.